Now we're going to turn to the severe weather outbreak in the Midwest with nearly 24 tornadoes touching down. Rob Marciano is in Smithville, Missouri, which was hit by a twister. Good morning, Rob.
Hey, good morning, Michael. This is just one example of what some folks here in the Midwest are going through. This home flipped on its side, their belongings in tatters across the ground. Here's their bed. This is where typically the couple would be sleeping. This hit mid-morning, thankfully, but this family has one harrowing story of survival because of it.
Oh my gosh! Roll out the window!
This morning, the Midwest reeling after more than 24 reported tornadoes ripped through the region.
Oh my gosh! Tornado on the ground to our east!
This massive twister tearing through Houghton, Iowa, one of at least 10 tornadoes reported in the state.
It's getting bigger!
Those powerful winds sending debris flying.
Look at that funnel right up there.
In nearby Nebraska, this tornado drilling its way across the ground. And in Missouri, an EF1 tornado in Smithville with winds up to 95 miles per hour, tearing the roof off this lodge and flipping over this camper, forcing one family to flee for their lives. With the warnings going off, Crystal and her young son were inside their now destroyed home. They had ran up that hill to the only place they could take cover, inside this brick bathroom.
I don't know, survivor mode kicked in, I guess, but I mean, it felt like the longest run of my life.
Crystal's husband, Kevin, still recovering from a trucking accident. That shredded camper was their home.
But the biggest part is just for my wife and son. I really don't know what to tell them right now. All I know is just tell them we just got to stick together. You know, my heart just breaks for this family. The Red Cross has put them up at a hotel, but they're so concerned with leaving a mess on this campsite. They've been here on and off throughout the night, cleaning up parts of their belongings. The Kansas City community, too, has come together, putting together a GoFundMe page, but they have a long road ahead. And on top of that, there's another threat for seeing severe storms come through this area later tonight. Michael?
Yeah, our hearts break for all of them. Rob, thank you so much. Bring in Ginger with the latest track and timing of the storm. Good morning, Ginger.
And as much as Missouri, Nebraska, you think, okay, it's April, we see tornadoes. They've had very few until this latest outbreak. But look who is in the threat today. Cleveland, Columbus, Detroit, and so far, Ohio has seen the most tornadoes this year. We're going to see more of that today. So again, Pittsburgh's in the risk, Cincinnati, Columbus, Fort Wayne, up to Lansing, Michigan. But as Rob was mentioning, back in Missouri, late tonight into early tomorrow morning, it's the damaging winds that come through northeastern Kansas as well. Tomorrow, we don't let go of this threat. It spins back up southern Illinois and Indiana, western Kentucky, even in Tennessee there, and then back from Arkansas, Oklahoma, and even down to Texas. And just to give you the update, the numbers keep ticking up in the Midwest, but you see where the highest numbers of tornadoes so far: Illinois, Ohio, Florida, which usually gets them, but still a little shifted.
Okay, Ginger, thank you.